You gotta give me like a couple songs off there.
Yeah, no, I got you.
Yeah, I wanna.
I don't know if this is your type of music though, to be honest. Cause you know my bag, no cap, ride low, rod wave. You feel me? Like you already know what I'm on. So
I feel like I'm very all over the place though. Like I feel like because I don't even know what I'm gonna like most of the time. I be surprised all the time. Like I really will go from like listening to like West Side Gun to like Wolfface Joey.
Right, and then you in a whole R&B bag too.
You know what I'm saying?
I think you would like this project.
I can't even. I just play whatever sound good, bro.
But you don't like Ken Carson. That was a lie.
Really? You think?
It was a lie. You would never listen to Ken Carson.
Yeah, I don't really like Ken Carson either. I listened to the new project.
I thought the new project was good, but you don't like it, and that was cap. He said before this podcast recorded, or before we started, he was saying that he listened to Ken Carson, and that's cap.
Yeah, guys,
it's cap. No, it's okay. It's okay. Say what you need to say. I know you're holding it in. Go ahead.
Okay. I actually would like to talk about this.
All right,
this
let's go.
Lane of music, this underground raps, the Ken Carson, Destroy Lonelies, the Yeats of the world, right?
Right.
I just heard that that Yeats song that's blowing up. Mm-hmm. I got into it like 2 weeks ago. Bigger Than Ever. Mm-hmm. That shit is fire.
Gas.
Mm-hmm. Fire, bro.
Great.
Really, really cool, bro. No Stylist by fucking Destroy Lonely. Miley Cyrus, bro. Fucking all like there's songs from all these guys. It's just when they give me these fucking 30-song albums over what feels like the same or very similar beats every time, you know, it's hard for me on a listen through or even hearing like songs like to really like differentiate or like so yeah, I don't like Ken Carson.
I do, yo, so you admit it.
Yeah, I was capping.
No, I do agree with you on that point. I feel like these guys are talented at performing. They have a talent for making like their lane of music, which I don't really listen to like super often, but like I dive into that bag once in a while. Yeah. But I do think that there's too many of these guys for them to be making 30 song albums that a lot of this shit sounds the same, and I think sometimes they rely too much on production.
Yeah,
I do feel like Ken Carson stepped it up on this project. I think Lone also stepped it up on his project, but I'd like to see some growth in terms of, all right, you guys are talking about the same shit. Like, how can we expand on this shit?
Because there's gonna be they work with too many high profile people, have too many people in their camp that know a little bit about what they should be doing to not have at least like 3 to 5 decent sounding songs on fucking out of like 25. You know what I mean? But yeah, it takes me like I gotta get put on is what I've realized with their music. You know what I mean? Like I got like someone's gotta be like, oh, let me play this for you. Yeah. I'll be like, oh, this is actually kind of fucking hard, bro.
I think what does bother me too is like, all right, the production carries a lot of this sound, and I know niggas gonna hate, but whatever. The production carries a lot of the sound, right? So why are these producers not co-credited? Like, I think these albums should equally be theirs, honestly. Yep. Especially when like Benny X is producing whole executive producing.
Because you got to give it the bread.
Oh no, for sure. I just think that in the future, like these guys need way more credit. Filthy, what's it called? Benny X. Who's the other guy working on Dying? I don't know. It's just like, yeah, all of them dudes need more credit, to be honest.
But like that's gonna happen when producers decide to do what the actors just did and go on strike or some shit.
Right.
I think that could really, really happen because like the ASCAPs, the BMIs of the world, like I think that they exist as kind of like the companies that are like regulating credits and getting these people paid, and they have the awards for like the producers and songwriters and shit. But like these labels be taking their sweet time paying these niggas and like getting them their bread and shit. Like once they demand a better form of like exchanging not only just credit but like literally just the funds that they're owed, I think that you're going to see more credit to the producers. You're going to see more prominent producers because these niggas should be getting way more money than they're getting because they are building out these sounds.
There's a lane for it though, and it's not really ours, but I mean, you guys saw the Destroy Lonely pop up like in LA, like police shut that shit down. Hundreds of kids running after his Sprinter van and climbing on top of it. I mean, just the other day I was in a conversation. I won't say with who because I can't give him that credit right now, but. Bro, somebody told me Playboi Carti was better than Nas, bro. And while that's funny, it's just like, bro, like at the end of the day, like, no. like he has not had as much influence on the culture. Like I know kids think that, but like, bro, you're talking about decades of hip hop history versus like I don't know, maybe 3 albums that span over like 3 years.
Give me 2 minutes to build this argument.
To build it? On which side? On the Nas side?
You're definitely building it on the Cardi side.
What?
On the
bro?
Cardi
What?
side?
Nas has what? How many good albums?
Look, bro, I'm not gonna defend Nas.
Let me not.
I'm not gonna defend Nas, but it's just like one of those things where it's like, all right, why is Cardi so highly valued?
I have a question though. What happened in this generation? I'm never running out after no nigga Sprinter van, ever.
I mean, that's not this generation.
No,
though. That's the history of music.
Yeah, definitely.
Forever.
Bro, Michael Jackson.
I think.
Bro, you see what they were doing to him?
The Beatles?
When he's on the balcony, that famous video.
Yeah.
The Beatles. No, people definitely do this. It
people
just
have been crazy fans, but like this shit feels more like let me like I feel like people then in the past used to really give a fuck about the music and the musician, and I feel like now people give a fuck about the aesthetic. So it's like I want to wear all black and like listen to Playboy Cardi all the time because I want to be viewed as someone who's with the times and in that aesthetic. You know what I mean? With what's popping. I don't think niggas really love the music. And maybe I'm tripping off that. I'm detached from the lane. But it just feels more like a look than like a love of the artist.
it's a look, and the music is a soundtrack to a lifestyle that people want to be a part of.
These niggas is not living this life.
It's also a cult too.
That's what I was gonna say. This is like the definition of like a cult following, a cult fan base in music. You know what I mean? Which we've seen before, and it's just like a small concentration of like ultra passionate fans that will buy merch, that will adopt the lifestyle, that will use the lingo, that will support aimlessly, that will go to the shows, you know?
And there's some of them that are adopting the lifestyle, which is problematic. You know what I mean? I have seen at these concerts, like a lot of these little niggas be zanned out, leaned out, all that shit. But a lot of them aren't living that life and are just wearing all black.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That is like 50% of these fans. I'm not gonna lie, bro.
I mean,
like,
it probably speaks to, I don't know, bro. when I was there, I was like obviously not everybody, but bro, people were trying to break down this door.
you know what I'm saying? Like,
And I feel like there's like a mischievousness to like to the fan base, like the way that they like want to rage and like break down doors and shit.
Yeah.
Like it's there's a little bit like that's not just like a normal person.
being a 13-year-old kid.
Well, exactly. Like it speaks to like just being like mischievous and like wanting to like, I don't know, like
these fan bases
protest
in the
and shit.
past used to be like women thinking that the men were attractive, or for the women, you know what I mean? Like the
Right.
guys thought they were attractive. And then they would be like slapping the music all the time. Now it's just like, and they were grown, you know what I mean? Grown adults going to the shows and shit. Now it's like 13-year-olds who like scroll on TikTok and like hear the shit and like want to post TikToks with the music behind it and like with all their friends wearing their black clothes and like showing off their fits.
Aside from the TikTok thing, it's exactly what happened to punk rock. It's the exact same thing. You know, rock is the most popular genre in the world. Everyone's kind of starting to get behind it. It's like civil. And then, you know, someone comes in and flips it on its head. You know what I'm saying? It's the Ramones for punk rock. It's probably Cardi for hip hop.
Yeah.
Does something totally different that classic music critics, music purists, people that love rock, people that love hip hop are like, this is shit. But the new generation just grabs it and just like really latches themselves onto it. And now this is their champion.
So
you know what I mean?
now-
It's a whole movement. Because you look at like punk fans, they were doing the same shit. Beating down doors, spray painting everywhere, you know, just like causing havoc. And I feel like it was as much about rebelling against like societal norms within this culture of music as it was about how the music actually made them feel.
I don't know.
tripping.
I just kind of wonder, like,
We're tripping.
I'm not, bro. I feel like I do understand it to an extent. I'm just wondering, where does it go, right? Because where does it go when these kids grow up? You know what I'm saying? Like, do you think Cardi's ever gonna make a 444?
No, but I think that
It dies.
what's gonna change is how it's remembered. Because I was gonna ask you, so like the Ramones, that group, I'm not familiar, but like now in rock history, or like
Yeah.
people who know it, they look back and they're probably like, this is they get more credit than they did at that time,
For
right?
sure.
You know what I mean? So I don't think Cardi is someone who exists to be even credited fully right now, because it's music for the youth. The youth is rowdy, the youth is rebellious, the youth is mischievous. So it makes sense that they're reacting how they are, and it makes sense why they resonate so much with this, because it's like, even if I'm not fucking living this lifestyle, this is just like how I feel and I can't describe it. I'm angsty and like awkward right now, and this makes me feel like I have a place, you know what I mean? It can be weird. So that makes sense. Cardi's gonna be, I think the tipping point was like Trav. melded everything together perfectly. Like critics got it, the youth got it. It was raging. It was all that. And then Cardi, like you said, like came in and like flipped it all on its head, bro. Because he was, I think, at the 4. Him and Uzi. Yeah. Him and Uzi were the 2, I think. Because they like were the mumble rappers and shit like that. I think they were the only 2 that really like stayed popping after that. Them and X.
Yeah, it's undeniable though. I mean, when you see Yeet at number 2 on the charts, when you see Ken Carson selling like what 40K units, maybe more than that, it's like, but yeah, this shit is happening. This shit is real. I feel like people are still not really hip to it though. Like I felt like when I saw the Destroy Lonely pop up on socials, people were like, "Who is Destroy Lonely?"
Really?
Which is interesting. Yeah, I saw it in the comments on like these blog pages and shit.
Well, yeah, I think it's just a separate. Like, I feel like people don't want to give it any credit. Like old people, they'll always be like, "Oh, the thing they'll always say is, oh, the Ken Carsons and the Yeats." The little Destroy Lonely and the little Yeats. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's like
some old people talk.
Yeah, and it's just like they don't care and they're not gonna like fully listen to it. They're not gonna understand it. Yeah. I look at how I digest this music and I don't even understand it like I know these kids do. I don't even really like the new Ken Carson like that. I just respect the movement.
Some pushing 30 talk. Pushing 30.
Damn near, bro. I'm pushing 40.
You are 40.
Yeah, bro. But proudly, I embrace it, bro. I wish more niggas commented like that. I wish more niggas respected me for my age. You know what I mean? I'm wise as shit. But I do think I feel comfortable. The last thing I'll say is I feel comfortable commenting on it because even if I know that it's not for me, I always try to listen to it. I'm open to changing my mind. Like I cannot lie, bro. That Bigger Than Ever is one of my favorite songs of this year,
it's really,
bro.
it's
that
really
shit is
good.
so hard, bro.
I do wish, I hope that Yeat's album sounds similar to that. You know, because I think that's a really dope direction for him to head into.
And he's kind of rapping.
Yeah,
like he's really talking shit.
No, Yeat can rap though. That's the one thing is that Yeat can actually rap.
Yeah, bro. Cash talk is. I like niggas who talk about getting money. Like you gotta do that. I mean, I'll do my little. I promise I'll keep it brief, guys. I promise I won't.
What are you about to do?
V's Deluxe is fire. Go
oh my
god.
God.
That's it. That's all I'm gonna say.
I listened to it today. It's really good.